What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of Crestoria video yet again. So I wasn't expecting any more news, at least until the end of the weekend, but apparently I was wrong. Dengeki Online put out this article talking more about the game, and there's some more screenshots and information that we haven't had yet about the game. So we're going to go over everything here. I've looked at the pictures, but I didn't really look into too much detail in the text. By the way, this is like an auto-translated, because Dengeki is a Japanese company. So a lot of this may just sound weird text-wise, but I'll put this article down below for people who want to read it with like Google Translate or whatever. A lot of this beginning stuff is just basic stuff. They're just talking about, what Tales of Crestoria is, so we're going to skip past that. So they talk about how the game is going to be fully voiced, for the main story. And then we get some screenshots here. We got one with Kanata and crew meeting Farah. And then we've got Kanata and crew meeting Raid. Or I don't know if meeting or if they're just with them right now. So safe to say characters we see in screenshots are going to be relatively early in the game. We may not get summonable like SSR versions of them right. Well, Raid we know we probably will. Just because they mentioned he was one of the characters. That would be kind of like a day one, kind of early on. Farah might either get an SR or maybe she'll just be like an equipable one for right now. And they mentioned how being an old fan, they were excited to see Raid and Farah showing their faces in the early stages. So yeah. So it seems like Dengeki has someone, whoever wrote this article probably got to go to have like a hands-on experience with the game, which is... I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie. I've been just like, for the last like 12 hours since the stream ended, I've just been like, man, I really just want to start playing this game. So yeah, so that's really cool that they got to get a little hands-on with the demo version or whatever it is that they have. They talk about who's working on the game and for original designs and stuff. Oh, okay, and then yeah, we have... We got Vague here, so it looks like Vague is going to be introduced in the early portions. It looks like Kanata is going to meet him by himself, so maybe there will be a portion where Kanata and Vague go on a little adventure together. So that's kind of cool. We get a screenshot here where Milla is smacking Vicious for something. I'm sure Vicious said something stupid. I'm sure that's kind of be the dynamic here, where Kanata is just kind of like oblivious to some of the things Vicious might be saying, and then Milla is a little smarter. I could see Vicious being the one to poke fun at the fact that maybe Milla has feelings for Kanata and Kanata doesn't get it, and then she smacks him for saying something. So that's going to be pretty funny. We get a look at the main screen here. I'm guessing this probably has to do with like mission stuff. And then we get a closer look. I think you'll be able to put any characters you want here. Probably whoever's in your main party will probably appear on this screen. And then there's a whole bunch of different menus. There will be guilds, by the way. Pretty sure this is the guild icon right here. What I'm probably going to... I'm going to have a few select, like, friends in the guild. And then for the extra spaces, I don't know how many are going to be allowed in a guild, like 20, 30. I will probably make a video on it and try to get people who are going to be active in the game. Because I'm obviously not going to have people join the guild if they're just going to sit there and just be in the guild. Like, obviously, if there's going to be guild rewards and raid stuff that we have to do, I will want people to be active for that. So yeah, that'll be definitely something to look out for in the future. Okay, so they're talking about smartphone titles. I'm very happy to see this. I still want Raze to add these at some point. There are going to be, it looks like, stamina refill gels. So it looks like there's a 10 one here, there's a 30 one here. And it scrolls down a bit, so I'm assuming the final one down below will be like a refill all. So it'll just take your max AP, whatever that is. I wish we could kind of see what rank this person is, because they have 46 AP in this screenshot. But then, like, this one right here, rank... Oh, it's the same one. Okay, so, like, rank 11, you'll have 46. And then how much does each mission take? Can we see the numbers here? Okay, so it's, like, 7 for some of the story stuff. So that's not bad. The beginning mission's taking that amount. It doesn't sound too bad. It'll also depend how much we rank up. Okay. Here's what we really want to talk about. Character leveling and breaking through limits. So... there's not a lot of details to go over here. We'll read the text here in a second. But as you can see here, this Milla they have on their screenshot is level 68 out of 70. previously I had said in videos, I thought level 50 was going to be the max cap, and then we'd have to wait. But we did see the rewards in the raid events yesterday, and it talked about Ascension. So what I'm thinking is maybe those Ascension materials are going to be how you limit break characters. Right here it says 2 out of 5. So what I'm assuming this is referring to is probably the Mystic Art. Or maybe there's just 5 limit breaks you can do. So what, if you start... No, yeah. So maybe like every limit break gives you 10 levels. So you can get to 100 total with a character. Or this is for the Mystic Art specifically. Because I'm wondering how dupes are going to work. I am praying heavy that limit breaks are not tied to dupes. Because I'm never a fan of that. Like, I'm fine with, you know, obviously people who whale more are going to have stronger characters. But I don't want that to be tied to levels. I'm fine with that being tied to, like, a Mystic Art power. So that's what I'm hoping this is over here. Like, maybe your Mystic Art level is 2 out of 5. Maybe they pulled 1 dupe of Milla. And then you get all your limit breaks here through just free-to-play currency that you have to farm up for that. And then there's also going to be levels for each specific art. Like, you can see she has a heal here, and then she has 2 damaging arts here. It looks like there's another damaging one down there. And what her healing art is at 4 out of 6, and it looks like the heal probably, like, heals 1 target for 37%. Something like that. It looks like one of her damaging arts is a 270% attack move. And then I'm not sure what this is up here. This is probably having to do with, like, limit breaking again. You probably have to get her to max level, and then you're going to be able to click that, so that'll be cool there. So I do really like being able to see this, and then we'll see what these other menus are later. But let's talk about what it says here. Next, for character development, the character will become stronger by leveling up, breaking through the limits, using items, etc. Characteristic, Memoria Stones. Concept-like equipment is a system that allows you to raise your ability by equipping a Memoria Stone with characteristics that match the characteristics of the character. So what they're basically saying is, Milla being a caster, it's going to be more beneficial to use a caster as her equip. So if you had Milla and then you equipped Riala to her, that would probably be a good matchup. I'm sure as much as possible you want to match the element, and you want to match the type of character they're going to be. So for Kanata being a swordsman, you know, equip characters like Lloyd, Yuri, Cress, etc. But obviously, you want to try and match the typings as much as possible, I'm sure, as well. They talk about the dress-up feature, which we already know about. They're talking about Mystic Arts, which this is a screenshot of part of Velvet's Mystic Art here. The random interactions during battle between characters, which this screenshot is very cool because if you look down here, we see full artwork of Luke and Milla, so it's probably safe to assume that Luke and Milla will also be on the Day 1 banner, and Velvet's here as well, but we've already seen her artwork, so if you add that to the 4 we saw yesterday, that's 7 characters we're probably going to see on the Day 1 banner, so there'll be a lot to reroll for. So, like, for example, I don't know what type of unit that Milla's going to be, but she's a light attribute, so equipping Milla to Kanata, or vice versa, the summonable Kanata, I mean, this one too, like, if you want to use the free-to-play one as well, that would work too. They're probably going to work well to I don't know if Milla's going to be considered a swordsman, because regular Milla's fighting style is kind of like a bit of both. She fights with her sword, but she also has magic abilities, so that'd be interesting there. And then Luke has the same typing, he's a fire element, the same as Milla, but they are both completely different things. So you might get a boost from them being the same element, but you probably won't get a boost for them being the same type of unit. And then here there's going to be cooking, so it looks like it'll be kind of like Ray's, where you cook specific things. Looks like each character might have their own cooking level as well, so maybe each that's kind of cool. I really do like that. So, yeah, it seems like each character will have their own cooking level. Maybe certain characters will be better at cooking than others, and each character might have their own recipes for, like, what they make and stuff, so that'll be kind of cool there. Yeah, you can choose an assistant to have a specialty. The more you're good at, the higher probability of great success. Here they talk about this is what we saw yesterday with the raid battle, so it's going to be the different difficulties of raids, and we'll be able to hop in and kind of do those. And then they talk about the Tales of History tab, which basically tells you about dates and all that kind of stuff about the different titles and when they came out. So, overall, this is all very exciting information. You know, we get some extra insight into everything, and I'm really excited to see where things go from here. I'm still expecting that the open beta will be more of a soft release than an actual beta where we just try it and then it goes down until the game comes out. But we'll just have to wait and see on that. But other than that, that's pretty much everything. I'm really excited to see that we're going to have these stamina gels, as well as how, you know, leveling up and enhancing is going to work here. But I'm very curious to see how everyone else feels down below, so definitely let me know. I'll be interested also to see how guilds play into effect when it comes to raids and different, like, maybe there'll be some specific guild events like Don Machi has, but we'll just have to wait and see. And like I said, I will definitely once the game is out, I'll make a formal guild video talking about that, and then people can apply if they're going to be active and whatnot there. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Once we start getting more information on Crestoria, I will definitely keep you all in the loop with an update video. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. I will see you all next time. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.